Welcome back to the 12 Days of Bookmas. I hope you're not too sick of seeing the same setup, because all of these are pre-filmed, because I have a real job in real life as well. But it is day 4 of Bookmas, and on the 4th day of Bookmas, my true love gave to me 4 cozy reads. And these are the types of reads you like to cozy up to and read on a cold winter's day with a cup of hot chocolate. Speaking of cozy reads, I needed a cozy sweater because it was actually getting pretty chilly. And so for my cozy reads, none of these are going to come to any surprise to you guys, but the first cozy read is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I've only read The Hobbit 1.5 times. The half time was when my mom had started to read The Hobbit to us when the Lord of the Rings movies had come out, because she had read The Hobbit in high school and she thought we would enjoy it, which of course we did for the first little bit, but we never got to finish because we got really busy and our restaurant and family life and everything, it got chaotic, so we never did get to finish The Hobbit. And then I read this one in between the first and second movie. But the first movie was my favorite because it was everything I had actually read in the book with my mom before the movies had even been thought of. So I was really excited to actually have read at least a portion of the book before a movie came out. So I was really excited for that. This book has so many great memories attached to it, like when my mom was reading it to us in our illustrated version, as well as having to have read it before the second and third movie came out. I was so happy to have actually read them before the movies came out, even though I wasn't as excited about the movies as I was the Lord of the Rings movies, but I still enjoyed them. The other great memories I have with this are mostly involving the movies and the story in general. I have a best friend who has pretty much swallowed the Tolkien encyclopedia. She knows way more about Middle-earth than I will ever know. And for 3 Christmases in a row, because each movie came out at Christmas, we have gone to 2 midnight premierings, and one wasn't really sort of a huge midnight premiere because it was in my city instead of her city. And it was awesome because we got fully dressed up to go see it. I have a couple of medieval dresses that I wore, so I wasn't in like a realistic costume, but she has this adorable Pippin costume complete with hobbit feet that is so cute, and she's worn that almost every year. And then my older sister dressed up as the Witch King of Angmar, and we got some great looks and photos when we walked into the theater with the Witch King. It was awesome. So there's a lot of great, cozy, wonderful memories that are attached to The Hobbit. My next cozy read is Victoria Rebels by Carolyn Meyer. I love books set in a diary or journal type setting, and that's what this book is. It is Victoria's diary. I watched The Young Victoria with Emily Blunt and fell in love with that movie and the story behind the reign of Queen Victoria, and I love reading about how that came to be and her struggles kind of from her point of view in a journal setting. And this is just something that's light and beautiful, and just it's nice to curl up to and nice to take a break from, and it also is the type of book that pulls me out of a reading slump. And the last 2 books I'm going to mention together because they come from the same series and they should also be no surprise to you guys. And they are The Magician's Nephew and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. Both of these books were read to me when I was in elementary school, grade 1 and grade 2. I absolutely loved and am so thankful to those teachers for reading them to me. I fell in love with this series, even though I didn't actually grow up with any of the rest of the books. We had never owned these books as a family, so I was so grateful to have it read to me. I grew up mostly with movie adaptations of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, but when I finally got the chance to listen to the Focus on the Family audio drama as well as get my own copies of these books, I fell in love with these series, specifically these 2 books. The Magician's Nephew and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe are my favorite 2 books out of the entire series, and I love them. And for my birthday, I think about 2 years ago, my wonderful mother bought me the hardback, so these are both hardback anniversary editions of the original prints. So these are exact copies, exact prints of what the first editions would have looked like when they were released, and it is a gorgeous box set. I was eyeing it for like a year and a half until it went on sale enough that my mom was like, here, I'll send you this, please order your book series. And I got it in the mail and I cried, and I sent my mom pictures of it because it was so pretty and she was working away from home and she had to see it. So One of my favorite birthday presents I've ever gotten is my Narnia book series. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking through these 12 days of Bookmas, and as always, Merry Bookmas!